All right, sports fans, it's time for another edition of the Sports Couch, a look at area sports through the eyes of a local athlete, coach, or superfan. The Sports Couch is made possible by People's National Bank, a full-service bank with multiple locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. People's National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. And made possible by Mount Vernon Title Company, your real estate closing professionals. When you need real estate closings, title searches, contract for deed, or any other legal real estate document, depend upon Mount Vernon Title Company. Who will be on the couch this morning? Let's find out. Well, during Week 7 of the high school football season, the Rams were at home again at Ken Hunt Stadium, and they hosted the Granite City Warriors. And that's no secret, Granite City has struggled this year. The Rams came out, took care of business, did what they had to do, both offensively and defensively. They won the ball game handily, 62-6. So that brings the Rams record now to 3-4 on the season as we head into Week 8. And with us to talk about it is Coach Dan Mings. And Coach, first of all, good win against Granite City. You did what you had to do, but now, really, the playoffs starting now for the Mount Vernon Rams.
Well, yeah. I mean, they started a couple weeks ago for us, to be honest with you. You know, but yeah. I mean, we're sitting here 3-4, and you know, we should be better than what we are right now. You know, I mean, we're going to look back on that Collinsville game.
I know you said that before on Collinsville, yeah.
And I know I keep coming back to it and just harp unmercifully on us hurting ourselves.
Yep.
You know, so yeah, I mean, it's a win-out type situation. You know, if you want to go to the playoffs, you win out. If you don't, you won't. And you know, that's sort of how that part of it works out. I mean, there's no other, you know, no other thing to say. You know, other than, you know, this is a game we need to be prepared to go in and play 4 quarters, play as hard as we possibly can.
You know, there's a lot of teams, Coach, that go into Week 8 really not healthy, but you are pretty healthy this time of year, and that's good because you're going to take on the Centralia Orphans in a South 7 conference game. Might be the last time the Rams play the Orphans in football, but you're healthy, and that's a good thing.
It is, you know, and it's just nice to see all the guys out here and, you know, everybody, you know, working hard, but actually just being out here, being healthy and you know, working hard. You know, I mean, we're still working hard. You know, I mean, it's Week 8. You know, we're sitting here with 3 wins, and we're still working hard. You know, so, but it is awful nice to be healthy and have all your weapons at least going into the beginning of the game.
You know, you can sit here and you can crunch the numbers all kinds of different ways and sideways and whatnot between what the Rams have done this year and what the Orphans have done this year. And, I mean, it really comes down to it. It's just whoever can execute on the field.
That's what it comes down to. I mean, they've got weapons. You know, I mean, they've got an all-state running back. They've got an all-state quarterback. And this year probably the Bratton kid will be an all-state wide receiver. You know, I mean, so they've got a lot of skilled people that can get done. And then everybody forgets about the other 2 wide receivers out there. But, you know, I think Bratton's got doubled them up on catches. But those other 2 together, they have more catches than Bratton does. You know, so they spread the ball out well. They've got a really, really talented quarterback. I mean, there's no 2 ways about that. He's probably a D1 prospect, you know, as good as he is as a sophomore. And, you know, he was that good as a freshman, and he's just going to keep getting better and better and better. So, you know, we know the work that's cut out for us, you know, and I'd be willing to bet that we got some of that talent on our side too. You know, we've got to make sure that we do it when it counts.
Well, one of the things you got in your back pocket, of course, is speed. And, you know, last week, Centralia struggled with the speed of Cahokia. You've got speed here on the Rams, and, again, just got to use that speed to your advantage.
I'm not sure that it was the speed that they struggled with, but the physicality of Cahokia.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, Cahokia is playing, you know, chess, and the rest of us playing checkers. You know, I mean that's honestly the way it is. They're just physically assaulting, you know, and you can match them here, you can match them there, but the intensity that they play with, there's no reason we can't play with that, but we haven't yet, you know, but that's the issue with Cahokia. They're just so physically strong and aggressive and getting after you a little bit. You know, that's what sets them apart, I think.
Well, and you mentioned you expect them to probably make some noise in 4A.
I do, yeah. I mean, it's, you know, the people I go to church with and, you know, they're at Carterville and that type of stuff, they're looking at maybe, you know, seeing a Cahokia team in the second round. I'm not sure that anybody wants to see the Cahokia in the second round, you know, and as powerful as they are. So, you know, but back to Centralia, you know, they're good up front, but their defense, I mean, yeah, offensively they're great, but if anybody overlooks their defense, I think that's foolish. They've got the second best scoring defense in the conference. I think Cahokia has given up maybe like 75 points, and Centralia has given up 150. So they're sitting, right there, which you would consider that to be a really good defense. You're looking at giving up under 200 points in a season. And as good as their offense is and their weapons are, I think the strength of their team is maybe the defensive side. They're just so good.
And to have the Rams in a position to win in the fourth quarter, you need to be playing turnover-free football at that point in the game, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Any team that's got, I don't know, I think we've had 15 turnovers, this season. You can't win football games to having 15 turnovers. If we can play turnover-free football and solid, sound football, we're going to be in it, and that's the key. We want to be in this thing in the fourth quarter, and then see what happens, but if you turn the ball over and you give them extra possessions, you might as well forget it.
Yeah. Coach, as always, we appreciate the visit. Again, congratulations on the win against Granite City, and best of luck against the Orphans this week.
Hey, thanks, Randy.